I stopped to eat lunch, and then I had some chocolate after lunch, and you know how you use your tongue to get the chocolate out of your teeth, blah, blah, blah. I somehow seem to have strained, you know where the tongue goes down the throat? Or at least some muscles in the throat that connect to the action of using your tongue to scrape your teeth. They're strained, and they kind of hurt. Talking is a little painful, so we'll see how much I can talk in this painful condition. It's not exactly pleasant. House of Silken Shadows. Oof, maybe I should talk quieter. Maybe if I don't enunciate so well, it's not going to hurt quite so much. This hurts. Let's go. It's our first time into this building. Okay, throne. I expected no less of Nocticular. %. Want to load a little faster, please? Ooh, swallowing liquid hurts too. Oh god. Anything to loot along the way? Whoa. Your place is a library? This is amazing. I didn't expect this. I love it.
Don't even try.
Yeah, okay. That would be a fail. Praising the Lady in Shadow's many deeds. Ooh, doors. Ooh, statue. A Lady in Shadow, the Queen of Midnight Isles, Lady Nocticular, Demon Lord of Darkness and Lust. Okay, I think I have to go that way. So of course I'm going to go another way. Oh, hi. I mean no harm. Please do not damage me. A pile of sketches. The drawings depict fragments of various rituals that lead to the opening of rifts and portals. Wait. I'm sorry. What did I just casually pick up? The Lexicon of Paradox Part 2 is just chilling here in Nocticular's joint. Run that by me again? Okay, that's a thing. That's section 1. So section 2, use. Not what I was expecting at all. The letters written by the hand of a Aurelu Vorlach. Why are they here? Appear to have a life of their own. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving toward the edge of the page, as though they are planning to leap off. The commander lays the second part of the Lexicon of Paradox next to the first, and the movements of the letters becomes more intelligible. The lines of both parts now seem drawn to each other, straining to unite and form new sentences. Question. There were only 2 parts, weren't there? Yet halves. Yes, good. Focus on the text. Join the 2 halves of the Lexicon of Paradox. Focus. Lyria's attention focuses on a couple of words that seem to have only just swapped places. The words freeze, as though they never moved at all. But out of the corner of her eye, the commander sees several words on the other side of the page begin a discreet game of leapfrog. Lyria brings the 2 halves of the lexicon together, but nothing happens. No magic sparks, no extraordinary transformation. The Lexicon of Paradox remains in 2 ripped halves. All that happens is that the lines of text begin to move before her eyes. The letters of the 2 halves are striving to merge into words, but they cannot. Try to compare the words of the lexicon's 2 halves to grasp their hidden meaning. Am I missing something? Oh, here we go, skill checks. As soon as the commander's thoughts turn to the lexicon's hidden meaning, the words begin to move faster before her eyes. The frenetic motion of the words brings to mind a wasp nest that is just being kicked. The words arrange themselves into sentences. The phrases begin to make sense, but it is a trap. A snare that will force uninformed reader to set the book aside. The lexicon fights back against the commander's efforts as if issuing a challenge. Sorry, I'm really trying hard not to articulate well with my tongue, because it hurts. Can Lyria unravel the secret knowledge enciphered within? Enciphered? I've never heard that as a word before, but I love it. Focus on the calculation to determine the most convenient location to open a new rift in Sarkoris. Oh yeah, we have to figure out how to get out of here. Why me? Why would you pick me? Am I doing all these... Why me? Didn't we... Oh, because I read the book. We're going to fail so hard at these things. We are going to fail so dismally. I don't think it's even possible to use this successfully. This is the only one I even have a chance of getting. And at that, I would have to roll a 14 or higher. Focus on the analysis of the mythical powers which transformation bestows upon demons. The only one I had a hope of getting without a natural 20 failed. The letters have completely intermingled before the commander's eyes. The heavy sigh, Lyria is forced to set the book aside. The lexicon has won this round. And yet the commander senses that her chosen method, decoding the lexicon using her powers, was far from optimal. It is as if Aurelia's book is still missing a page. The key that will gather up the swarm of letters, lay them in intelligible phrases, and reveal the simplest path to understanding the truth. Am I not meant to do anything with it just yet? I'm curious. Is it... Well, it is possible, I suppose, but what would it happen if I actually succeeded the check? Am I still missing a component? So I, like, get the experience points from succeeding the check, but I actually still need more components to get through it? Where is this loading me, by the way? Okay. I will save immediately before picking up the tome that I was not expecting to find here in Nocticula's palace. Do you think she's going to notice it's missing? What a silly question. Of course she's going to notice it's missing. Oh boy. Okay, let's go team. Fail that.
See? I'm indispensable.
Oh, you actually got the check. Wow. Get that. Move this way. Ignore old mate just standing there all creepily like. Come in here. Hopefully someone will get that. Boom. Serve! What if you had shit perception? Would you never be able to get the book? Oops, I should probably save now that I've got the book in my possession. And now read it. And this time succeed at the check because it's the only one I have a chance of succeeding at. What's Arcana? Arcana's intelligence, right? Okay, do I have a head thingy, a circlet to buff my intelligence? Inquiring minds wish to know. Charisma. Charisma. Wisdom. Wisdom. Rigorous training. +2 bonus to intelligence. Well, I mean, temporary would be nice. Ooh, +4. Take that for the moment, dear. What have you got on you? Wise negotiator. Yep. Okay. That's probably all I'm going to have. I don't think I'll have anything else that will help. I can't bother to go through it. We'll just take that as it is. And read. Okay, you've only got to roll a 12 or higher now. You got this. You got this, Lyria. There we go. Okay, yes, the answer is yes, I just get experience points. Nothing else actually happens. The commander easily passes the calculations laid out by the architect of the Worldwound. The formulae on the lexicon's pages dwindle and bleed away, separating from the flurry of phrases. Yeah, okay, it gets me nothing. Cool. Oh well, let's go fail at another check, shall we? You would have to nat 20 it, my girl. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what we do with those exactly. Why are you shaking? Oh, that's shaken from before, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, now put this headband circlet thingy back on. Which one did you have? That one. Right. Okay. That's a thing. Huh. Oh, it also applies a -4 penalty on will saving throws. I did not even realize. Right. Yeah, class bonus 10, and I'm at 5. Yeah, we should probably put something else in there at some point in time. No wonder I sucked at those. Okay. So that answers the question. I don't know what the hell to do with the book. Guess we'll figure it out at a later date. Palette sketches. Yes, we read that before. I've got another midnight bolt. Projector. Is this Aurelu? Has Aurelu been here? As you know, my dear addressee, given the scope of the planes, time is a relative concept, and in the abyss, it can be even more unreliable. Therefore, I do not allow myself the vain hope that my message will reach you on time. Oh. He's trying to hustle it.
We do it my way.
We're just gonna wait. Is there anything else to loot while we wait? Oh, this is just peasant. Your final question was about the possibility of a complete awakening of the memories of a mortal life within a soul that has already passed through Pharasma's judgment. I will send you the research on all the cases of which I am aware where such an awakening took place. So it is possible. You just don't know how. Now the question is, why do they want to find out? Who's asking? And why are they asking? Who needs their mortal memories? Despite the fact that this list is quite extensive, my conclusion is that all such recorded cases are the rarest exceptions to the rule, and with the absolute majority of souls, an occurrence such as this cannot happen. Dedicated into the research into the nature of souls. Both the wonder and the tragedy of mortality lie in the fact that there is a certain moment after which the process is final and irreversible. The essence that departs the judgment of the Lady of Graves is no longer what it was in life, and we as scientists must account for this in the system of knowledge we are constructing. Could you speak faster, please, peasant? I don't have all the time in the world. And that's it. Okay, well, this has been a most instructive room. Thank you. Definitely not what I was expecting. Oh, we have multiple options. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. That's it for this room. I love how these guys are just letting me loot this place.
Can't hide from me.
This is my kind
You
of work.
really don't mind that I'm just stealing all your shit? Normal people would
Pretty
mind.
good, aren't I?
Okay,
I'm
well, thanks. I'm just robbing you blind. But if you don't seem to mind, I will continue. Don't think I won't. Do I need to talk to them, or can I just pass through? My blade serves Our Lady in Shadows. More guards. Nice glass floor. No rooms coming off this passage. Ah, and here we go, the throne room. Nocticular, I presume.
Greetings.
This lava is just really bright. Oh, this is a... Wait. I thought we were going to see Nocticular. This is a Relu, which explains why the lexicon was there and all the research. I thought I was looking for Nocticular. A stately shadow comes towards you. In its hands, a small mirror sparkles and shimmers with an unsettling light. Greetings, Lyria. Hey, she's holding that thingy that I see on my map.
Greetings, Commander.
Hey, Suture. The drenched Caller Suture grins as he shifts clumsily from foot to foot in a crude attempt at a courtly bow. I came to speak with Nocticular, not you, Aurelu.
All in good time. You will have your meeting with the Lady in Shadow. But first, there is something else.
Are you not sitting on her throne?
You have walked a long path. One where shadows constantly flicker at the edge of your vision, and questions multiply like flies above carrion. It is time for answers. At least, some of them.
Okay. Sure. I'm kind of at the back of my party. Aurelu lifts her mirror and you fall into its cold, shimmering depths. That doesn't bode well at all. We're after Canabras. We've just fallen down. Oh, yep, I face planted
Day
it.
16. Aridus
Not what I was wearing though.
4715.
And I didn't have wings.
Experiment, transformation. Subject, let's skip that. Objective, to embed the essence of an Hindrian crystal in the soul of the
Oh,
subject.
I'd like to see you try, lady.
Expected result. the essence will coalesce with the subject soul, which will ready itself for total transformation, triggering the concomitant powers.
Concomitant.
The time has come to put my plan into
See
action.
you try. Oh, she actually succeeds. Ow. Is that what starts this whole transformation? By her putting in a hindering crystal inside me? Would
You are
explain
my
the wound.
creation. Your power was my gift. Now you know.
Well, that's a little less interesting. I thought I was just special. That's way more interesting than someone just using me as an experiment. Aurelia stares at you, her gaze unrelenting, probing. The witch is silent for a long time. When she speaks, her voice is unreadable, betraying no emotion. You won't make me believe this lie. Let's say I believe you. Why did you need to do all this?
You are asking the right questions, but the time has not yet come.
Then why bother telling me that much if you're not going to explain yourself?
Ah, such special memories. Remember the laboratory, do you? I told you back then. Go on, look around. See all the ones Lydia really worked on. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
Hey buddy, I rescued you on multiple occasions. Don't even try to screw me over. The unseen angel does not speak, but a sound seems to thunder in your ears.
Your power is of the same kind as that of Nulkaneth, Jerrybeth, and the other demons that you have met. The power of the Nahindrian crystal dissolved into the blood lies within your soul. I have already hinted at this to you once before, when I left the essence along with the lexicon of paradox in my old laboratory, and ordered the suture to make sure the gift found its way into your hands.
Actually, that doesn't make sense. I have to be special in some regard, because why did she pick me? She's only been experimenting on demons, plus herself, to this point. Why me? I'm a random-ass tiefling. There has to be something special about me in order for her to have picked me. It can't just be random happenstance. And then there's the fact that I keep increasing my abilities. And that my abilities have spread to my companions. That has nothing to do with an hindering crystal, surely, because none of the other demons are doing the same thing. They need to physically have the crystal embedded within them for them to be imbued with such power. Yet I'm just spreading it around like it's a goddamn contagion. So again, there has to be something special about me to have changed its use. So even if what she's saying is true, it's not the whole story.
But there is more. Do you remember when you were taken to Canobris with a wound that would not heal? Do you remember how Terendelev apparently healed you? That was merely an illusion. The dragon was only able to temporarily dull the pain. In fact, it was I who saved you, when I came to you in the caves and implanted a crystal within you. No, saved is not the right word. Your wound is still not healed. That is why your wound weeps blood from time to time, every drop of which burns your enemies.
Wait. You're saying I already had the wound, and then you came to me in the caves and implanted the crystal within me. So what gave me the wound in the first place? That is what seems to be the difference here, the point of difference of why she picked me. But it can't have anything to do with the crystals, because the crystal didn't come until afterwards. So what caused the wound? Ow. As if to confirm her words, blood begins to seep from the wound in your chest. Eerie flames seem to dance within the crimson drops, appropriate given my element choice. Can you, like, not? What even is that?
This is pure essence of Nahindrian crystal. My invention is far superior to the crystals used by Xanther, which were barely refined at all. It will give you new strength, and help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. Take it. Take it, and you will see that this is the very power that has lived in you since the Battle of Canobris.
That still doesn't understand where this wound has come from. help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. What wound? How was I wounded in the first place? You're not answering the important questions, Arilu. And how did you know I had the wound to embed the crystal inside me? So much of the story is not making sense.
Hey, are we doomed to? The chief shared her power with us, so does that mean we're cursed as well? How long do we have left? Say it ain't so. I'm too young to die so tragically.
Not much of a threat. Look at me. Before you know it, I'll be a decrepit heap of flesh just like so. But I still managed to keep living somehow.
That's not going to work. You need to tell me everything first.
Very well then. Ask your questions and I will answer.
Oh, here we go. Finally, yes. What is this wound in my soul? How dangerous? Asking the right questions.
It was my mistake. My failure. I failed to... The tale is too long to recount
No,
here.
tell me now.
Your wound is a reflection of the world wound in a way.
How? How is it
very
related?
Dangerous, even if you do not yet realize it. It is not a disease, but rather an abscess, which will one day burst and kill you. It cannot fully be healed until the world wound is healed.
Okay. Still not really comprehending. The world wound occurred a gajillion years ago. I don't even know how old my character is, but I dare say she probably wasn't even born at the time of the world wound. So I don't know how my wound could be a reflection of the world wound if they were not enacted at the same time. 2, if you say that the wound cannot be healed until the world wound is healed, well, lady, that's what I'm doing already. My mission here is to heal the world wound. So I'm already on the path of fixing my own wound. Why would I need your power? I'm clearly capable of doing it without your power. Although your power wouldn't go too far astray, let me just say. So I still don't understand where the wound has come from. And why did she wound me? Again, we're still back at that question. If she was the one who also inflicted the wound, why me? Why am I so special to her?
No doubt you have felt this affliction on several occasions. It awakens when you use your power. It makes you sense more strongly what mortals call the corruption of the abyss. Until the world wound is healed, you will have no peace.
It's fine. Every time my wound hurts, I seem to level up my mythic powers, so I'm not really concerned. You followed me.
Like a witch in a fairy tale, I watched over you from birth. From before that, even. And I kept detailed notes. You were chosen and prepared for a special destiny.
You see what I mean? I am special, but I don't know how or why.
Aside from this, I helped you.
You're making me into a
Even
Mary
when you are
Sue.
unaware
I'm
of
the
my
chosen one.
presence. I saved you and your unfortunate companions when you fell into the crevice in Canabras.
That's great, but why?
In the Grey Garrison, it was I who distracted Minago to allow you to approach the Wardstone. And in Dresden, I appeared under the guise of
Yeah, we
Yanni
knew about
to
that part.
And I also left you a present in my old laboratory, and told the suture
As it turns
to
out,
see
you
that
helped me
received
thwart
it.
the plans of your masters, Baphomet and
I knew that
Discari.
sooner or later
Don't expect
you
thanks
would
for your
find
help. You're a
your way
scheming
there.
liar and an enemy. I
That
mean,
place
yes.
exerts a powerful pull.
In that case, thank you for your help. You should help me out more often.
Certainly. But do not expect me to solve all your problems.
Ha!
A child that is forever carried in its mother's arms will never learn to walk.
Interesting. So is she putting herself in the role of a mother? To me, she has cared for me and nurtured me, seen to my protection and my safety. Yes, for her own ends. But it definitely seems like she's putting herself in the role of mother. But why? The question that no one ever answers. Why was that whole ploy to the lab necessary? You even sacrificed your servant, the suture, for it. Oh, poor suture. He's got a special part in my heart.
You always have to sacrifice something. I wanted you to go to the laboratory to see with your own eyes what I had been doing and what I am capable of, so it would be easier for you to accept the truth. The laboratory is the place where I prepared your ascent. And the Suture was the only one who I could trust to execute my plan and explain everything. After all, he too once experienced rebirth at my hands. And that is why I was willing to risk his life.
So, fellow companions, if we can just not tell Gallifrey or literally any Crusader about where my powers came from, that'd be great, or else all of us are going to be summarily executed for being a connection to Auriglu Vorlash's powers. We on the same page? Great. It'd be better if you just tell me everything instead of playing mind games. All you know is trickery, deceit. How can I trust you? Yeah. I mean, this is what I keep saying. People never know how I'm going to react unless they bloody ask me. Instead of just playing your silly buggers and your games in the background and like manipulating me, deceiving me, lying to me, if people just asked, I might say yes. Did that never occur to any of you?
Knowledge gained independently through research and experimentation is far more valuable than knowledge that is simply given.
Yes, but
that is
it's
why
less
I
effort.
wanted you to go to the laboratory yourself. I just gave you a nudge in the right direction.
I mean, technically you didn't. I got to your lab because of the Elysium peeps. They accidentally sent me there. But anywho, the crystals.
Nahindrian crystals are formed from the solidified blood of
Yes,
demon
this I know.
lords.
Tell me something I don't
Their
know.
properties are not well known, even among the inhabitants of the Abyss. And there are reasons for this. Acquiring the blood of a dead demon lord is very difficult.
No shit.
After a demon lord dies, their body is instantly absorbed into the Rift of Repose.
Yes, I already know
Only
this.
the Lady in Shadow knows how to kill them in a way that allows her to preserve the bodies of her
Yes,
fellow lords
I know.
and
Storyteller
transform them
already
into a
told me
solid
this.
state. That means that Nahindrian crystals cannot be obtained anywhere other than the Midnight Isles.
Sorry, I'm just... Midnight Isles. Midnight bolts. The arrows. The single-use 50-point damage arrows. I know they have a special use because we found the letter insinuating that there was something else they were used for. I found that, I don't even know. Did we find that in your lab? In fact, we probably found that in her lab. No, that won't work. I was wondering if you could shoot a demon lord with a midnight bolt, if that would get you a Nahindrian crystal. But that doesn't make sense because they need to be killed in a way to preserve the bodies and turn them into the Nahindrian crystal. So that wouldn't work. That would just make them bleed. I just thought I was onto something
Or
there.
rather, it was impossible until recently, when I managed to experimentally obtain a crystal from the blood of a still living lord.
That's right, the dagger from
You saw
Discari.
the result. A dagger.
So maybe
made
you
from
can use the
Discari's
bolts.
freshly
I
shed
didn't even think
blood,
about that.
which I left for you in Canabris.
That's right, that's how we got the dagger.
As regards the use of the crystals, that is a discussion that would take time. A very long time. Someday I will finish my groundbreaking treatise on the transformation of Nahindrian crystals. Although it is unlikely I will ever publish it.
So maybe this is a thing, because as I said, I'm pretty sure that note was found in her lab along with the midnight bolt, and then we just found another midnight bolt in her room here in Nocticula's palace. So maybe these bolts are things she created to allow you to shed the blood of a demon lord and get a crystal. Right? That makes sense. Does that make sense to anybody else, or is that just me spitballing? It's her creation, presumably. So that would make sense. Actually, it would, because if you chose to take the weapon, I'm pretty sure it's a bow of some kind. So you can shoot Discari from a distance, right? Or am I misremembering something? In which case you could have used a midnight bolt. So you figured out how to use the crystals to imbue living creatures with power.
Not just any creatures. Demons. And half-demons. The soul must have a stable connection with the abyss in order for it to receive the power of the crystal.
Wait, then
Experiments involving tieflings and mongrels failed because the voice of the abyss was not strong enough within them.
which brings me back to the question, why am I so special?
Valuable information. The Order will be interested to learn this.
Indeed, but I'm not a demon. Wait, no, don't tell anybody about this. Do not speak a word about this interaction, Reginald. I like my head atop my shoulders, in one piece, very much alive. But I'm not a demon. I mean, I'm part demon from a tiefling.
I wasn't a demon either when I started.
Ah, good point.
But there are always ways to circumvent, or even to override the laws of the universe.
Which still brings me back to the question of why me?
I changed myself by knitting my soul together with the essence of the abyss. And I changed you. Do you remember the fits of rage that began shortly after Discari's attack on Canabras? This is how the second half of your soul manifested itself. Not yet fully aware. Not yet awakened. It's a pity you did not choose to let your demonic nature take hold. The result would have been most impressive.
Do you, maybe? And what do you mean the second half of my soul? Are you saying that half my soul has been dormant my entire life? How do I function with only half a soul?
All those arrogant crusaders, those knights with their eyes ablaze, those pious priests. They have installed at the head of their magnificent army a scion of the abyss.
Yeah.
The creation of the architect of the Worldwound, whom they so revile.
As I said, guys, let's keep this a secret. It's strange to see you here in Nocticula's palace. Who do you really serve? Discari? Baphomet? Herself would be my answer.
Both. And neither. I have served both Discari and Baphomet, and not merely as the lowest in the pecking order. But I do not think you'll be surprised when I tell you that to me, both of these mighty lords are merely convenient temporary
yeah, not
sources
surprised.
of power.
You serve yourself and nobody else.
And their time is
But
almost
why
at an
Nocticula's
end.
palace?
But the Lady in Shadow is different. She is the preeminent ruler. Soon you will understand this for yourself.
What's so special about Nocticula that Discari and Baphomet do not have? You know, really, you're giving me more questions than you're answering. My power is different from that of Jerebeth, Milkeneth, and the other demons.
Yes, because I taught Xanther and the other servants of Baphomet and Discari the earliest version of this transformation ritual.
Oh, wait, what?
I spent decades perfecting
You gave them
it
the bunk
until
version?
I obtained the power that I gave to you. Power in its most purified form. Cleansed of the filth and chaos inherent within the original blood of the demon lords.
Kind of a dick move, don't you think? Only giving them half the solution.
Your power is as pure as thrice distilled water. But it resonates with other powerful sources of supernatural power, such as the Sword of Valor.
Mm-hmm.
And your power can change.
Yes, that's
You
what I'm
must have
getting
realized
at.
this already. You have shaped my gift into a form that you yourself
Mm-hmm.
have chosen.
Whatever she may have given me, I've made choices along the way to become who I am, and it has resonated with other sources of power, and hence why I've increased my mythic rank. So no matter how much power she gives me, it seems that I'm always free to manipulate it to my satisfaction, to my liking. So even if I take her power that she's offering here, I can still mold it for me.
You are seeking answers, trying to understand the crux of the matter. That is good.
You're not answering the question I really need answered, which is why me? And how did you put this wound on my soul? Honestly, the most important questions of all. I can't make sense of this until you answer those questions. But what do you want from me, Arielu?
Patience. Before we continue, I want you to receive your
Okay,
power.
gimme. Yeah, I will decide how to use it. Mine. My precious. This bloody squirrel rabbit's still here. Those are some nice arcane spirits, and this is some lovely divine energy. Oh, it's so pretty. You touch the essence, and the power, so familiar and clear, flows through you like a river. I've got to say, the animation of all the magic in this game is so beautiful and so well done. The power that courses through you is so immense, the wound in your chest closes up as if it had never existed.
Now you know. You truly know.
Lady, I'm still as in the dark as I was 5 minutes ago, honestly.
Enough! Enough of this madness! I was blind. Oh, Lady of Heaven, how blind I was. I saw holiness in the half-fiend's creation.
Wow. So now you're going to turn against me? Regardless of how I was created, I choose my power and how to use it. And I'm choosing to use it to close the Worldwound. And to win the crusade and get rid of the abyss from our material plane. How am I not doing a good thing? Oh, you self-righteous prig. Get that stick out from under your ass.
Away! Away from this festering hole! I must bring this terrible truth to Queen Galfrey.
Oh, great.
And save those who can be saved from this darkness.
So you're the traitor here, god damn it. Here he was telling my companions to be silent about the matter, and then you turn tail and go tell on me, you tattletale. Urgh. Wow. Your actions undermined his trust. Well, his trust was a fickle thing indeed if he doesn't believe that actions speak louder than words. I am clearly trying to close the Worldwound. Faithless jerk.
I want to help you close the world wound.
That's another question. Why? Oh. Oh. Right. This comes back to the motherly role. She said that my wound won't heal until the world wound closes. She sees me as her child, her creation. She wants me to be the best form I can be, which can only happen if the world wound closes. So even though she created it, she wants to close it so that I can be stronger. Again, God knows why. Because she's I don't know, horrible and likes to manipulate and create things. I don't know. But the thing of the matter is, she's doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. And I can't disagree with that. I will take her help. If it's going to close the Worldwound, we'll take.